Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am RUQAIYAH binti MOHAMMAD, and today for my oral presentation I am going to answer the question number 3 for the short story Her, written by Titis Basino. From a short story, I think the applause at the convention was significant for the first Mrs. Hamid. Why? Because even though the first Mrs. Hamid knew that the applause at the convention was made because she had been elected as the chairperson of the meeting, but deep inside her heart, she had built up different feelings about the applause. She felt that the applause was like the acknowledgement for all she had done to her family along the journey of becoming the first Mrs. Hamid. There was like thousands of sacrifices that she had to cope all by herself in order to make sure that her marriage does not come to an end. And along the journey, she actually felt a terrible loneliness, which desired her to develop a huge courage as she needs to carry all the responsibilities as a mother, like taking care of all her children's needs all by herself. So I think a big round of applause to her at the convention is significant for her. In my opinion, if I were to put in the same situation as the first Mrs. Hamid, I will exactly react the same way as she acts. Why? Because I think after a long time of journey of becoming the first wife of my husband, at last I can finally feel like people surround me are praising me. Maybe they were not praising me through their words, but they were praising me through the applause that they make at a convention. If I were in Mrs. Hamid's position, the applause was going to make me feel like all the time that I had been silent and patient while embracing the fact that my husband had another wife was being recognized. And I feel it was normal for me to feel like that, as that applause had a strong meaning to me as the first wife. Not because the handing over the chairperson positions of the meeting to me, but something even more important than that. Like, people now knew about all of my sacrifice that I had been facing all the years. In the short story, I also think that it was reasonable for the second Mrs. Hamid to give the chairperson position to the first Mrs. Hamid, as she need to appreciate all the sacrifice that the first Mrs. Hamid had made because of her, the second wife. If it's not because of her, they will not have two Mrs. Hamid at the convention. Thank you.